All right, this is Honest Pre-Calculus Chapter 1.6, Equations of Lines, another review lesson. Number 4, A, B, and C, they're just basically asking you guys to solve for slopes. Um, you can read the bottom. It says the principle involves here is that no matter which pair of points you choose, the slope is the same. So I'm just gonna show you guys how to do find one slope, or I should say the slope of from A and B. So first thing you want to do is use the equation of the slope. So slope we usually write it as m. Okay, so it's going to be change in y over change in x. Okay, so we got -2 subtract 0, and then we got 3 subtract 2. Okay, so you should get -2 over 1. So your slope is -2. You're going to get the same thing for part B and part C. So number 11, we're going to have to write it in order from the increasing values. So you're going to start from the slope has the least amount of values. In this case, you're going to pick the negative ones. So let's just analyze all of them. So M3 is going to be a negative slope. Okay, so because if you read from left to right, this is decreasing. Okay, so M3 is going to go first. The next one is going to be M2 because M2 is actually going to be 0 because it's a flat line. Okay, M4 is going to be the next one because M4 it's positive, but it's kind of flat. So flat means that your value of the slope is going to be less than 1. So less than 1. Okay, and then look at the last one. It's going to be M1. So M1 is going to be positive, but this one is steep, which means that your slope is going to be greater than 1. Okay, so when you write it in orders, start with M3 and then M2. However you want to arrange this, I'll just put the inequality sign. Okay, so this is the order. All right, so number 25. So let me read this. Number 25 says that, oh, I didn't do all of them, okay? So what you need to do is write your final answer in y equals mx plus b. So let's get started. So first of all, the line's passing through -3 and -1, and then the slope is 4. So what you're going to do is that understand that the equation of the slope is mx plus b. Okay, they already give you a bunch of informations. You got x value is -3, y value is -1, and the m value, which is the slope value, is 4. So just plug them in. Okay, so plugging -3 into x, -1 into y, 4 into m, and then you're gonna go ahead and solve it because I don't have a lot of space. You're gonna get b, which is the y-intercept, equals 11. Okay, you're gonna do that by yourself. So you're gonna have to rewrite this equation in y equals mx plus b. So y equals to, we know the slope m is 4, and then keep the x as x, and then we solve the 11 for b, so plus 11. Okay, this is how you're gonna write it. All right, so letter C. This time it says that your x-intercept is 6, y-intercept is 5. So which means that it's passing through the point. So let's rewrite this. This line is passing through the point since x-intercept is 6. So that means 6, 0. Y-intercept is 5, which means it's 0, 5. Okay. What I need to do first is that since these 2 points are going to be on the same line, you're able to find out the slope like what we did on number 4. So you're going to use changing y over changing x. So you're going to have 5 over -6 as your slope. So you can use sorry. So you can use the point slope formula. So y minus y1 equals to m multiplied by x minus x1. Okay. So if you wanna know that what is my y1 and what's my x1, it's basically we're gonna be using these 2 points. Okay. You can pick any pair. Okay, any pair of points. So if you want to pick the you want to pick this one. So this is going to be your x1. This is going to be your y1. Okay, just insert x1 and y1 in there. Okay. So you got y minus y1 is 0, and then slope is inserted, negative 5 over 6 times x minus, and then it's right here, 6. Okay, so this is y equals to negative 5 over 6x, and then distribute the negative 5 over 6 to negative 6. It's going to be positive 5. Okay, that would be your answer right there. All right, so for number 27, number 28, I'm going to do it together in one graph. Let's first graph this. Okay, so it's passing through the point negative 3 comma 4, right? So negative 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 up. Okay, so this is the point we have to pass through. So let me use different colors for 27 and 28. So I'm going to use pink for 27. So they said that it's parallel. So this is the symbol for parallel. Okay, so it's parallel to x-axis, which means that it's going to be something like this. Okay, so the equation for this one is going to be y passing through 4, right? So y equals to 4. Okay, you have to write it in the form. It says in the at the top, it's going to be writing in the form of ax plus by plus c equals 0. So all you need to do is set it equal to 0. So subtract 4 on both sides. So y minus 4 equals to 0. Okay, that's your number 27. Use purple. For 28, I'm going to use the line, it's purple. It's parallel to y-axis, so this is going to be your line for the number 28. So number 28, this line is actually x equals to negative 3. Okay, so add 3 on both sides. So x plus 3 equals to 0. Okay, here you got your answers for 28. And this is for 27. That's all. So number 33 is parallel to 2x minus 5y. So, and then it's passing through negative 1 comma 2. So what you're going to do first is write it in y equals to mx plus b. Okay, so what you're going to do is isolating the y. Okay, so just to make it easy, you can go ahead and isolate yourself. You should get the y equals to 2 fifths x minus 2. Okay, so one thing you need to know is that what we solve, this is my m1. Okay, if it's parallel to my second another line, your m2 is the same, so it's 2 fifths. Okay, so if m2 is 2 fifths, now let's just set up the equation for the line 2. Line 2 is going to be y equals to, we don't know what y value is, we don't know what the x value is yet, but we do know that slope is 2 fifths. Okay, so And most importantly, we don't know what the y-intercept is, the b value. Okay, now we're gonna solve for the b value. Okay, so says this second line is passing through -1, comma 2. So -1 you're gonna insert into x, 2 you're gonna insert into y. Okay, so this is how it's gonna look like. So it's gonna be 2 equals to 2/5 times -1 plus b. All you need to do is to solve for b. So you're gonna get b equals to, I'm just gonna do it, 2.4. Okay, you can write that in the fractions. I think on the back it shows in fractions. Okay, so what you're gonna do is rewrite this equation. So your equation for line 2 is gonna be y equals to 2/5 x plus 2.4. Okay. If you have to rewrite it in a different form, in ax plus by plus c equals to 0, all you need to do is multiply. Okay, you just multiply everything by 5. You're gonna get 5. Use a different color. You're gonna get 5y equals to 2x plus 12, and then just go ahead and rewrite it. Just arrange it. So it's going to be 2x minus 5y plus 12 equals to 0. Okay? You can write it in that way. All right, so number 35, it's a similar question. Okay? So this time, what we're going to do is understand that perpendicular. First thing of perpendicular is that m1 times m2 got to equal to -1. Okay. If you don't like using that, you can also say that if m1 is perpendicular to m2, m2 is got to be the opposite and reciprocal of m1. Okay. So I'm gonna erase all these. Let's get started. So first thing you want to do is rewrite this isolating y. You're going to rewrite that into a slope-intercept form. Okay, so if you go ahead and write that, it's going to be y equals to 3/4 x plus 1/4. Okay, so 3/4 right here. This is your m1. Okay, if m1 is 3/4, your m2, let me use a different color. Your m2 has got to be the opposite and reciprocal, right? So it's going to be opposite is going to be negative. Reciprocal, you're just going to flip the fraction. So 4/3. Okay. All right, so let's just set up the equation number 2. So line 2, the way to set it up is going to be y, keep it y, -4/3, keep it as x, and then plus b. This is what we need to solve. Okay, so we know that this is passing through, this is kind of similar to the previous question. So it's passing through 4, 0. So 4 inserted into x and 0 inserted into y. So go ahead and solve it. So 0 equals to -4/3 times 4 plus b. And then just, you do the math yourself. I'm not about to do it, okay? You guys need honors. Okay, so b is equal to 16/3. I actually did this on the side. Every question you guys are doing, I'm doing it too. So don't complain, okay? All right, so we got y equals to -4/3 x plus, we already solved for this one. So just insert that into the b value, 16/3. Okay, that's how you're gonna write it in the slope-intercept form. So this is the slope-intercept form. Now I want you to change it to the ax plus b, bx, by plus c equals to 0. By doing that, all you need to do is multiply every term by 3, and then you will get something like this. 3y equals to -4x plus 16. Okay, just go ahead and rearrange it. Okay, so you're going to have 4x plus 3y minus 16, which equals to 0. Okay, that will be your answer right there.